Assalamu alaikum, welcome back. Today I am making the softest roti ever. Very easy recipe. Sometimes I know that people have trouble with making soft rotis, and I'm gonna give you my tips that I have learned over the years. So let's get into it. So I know some people don't add salt or oil to the roti, but I like mine with salt, and I also use oil as well because the addition of oil, in my opinion, just makes the roti very soft, and that is one of my tricks to making soft rotis. The other trick is I make sure that I add enough water. That can be kind of tricky because you want to add your water slowly and kind of make a dough that is not super sticky but not super hard either. I'm still going to give you an estimation of how much water I added so that way you have an idea. Also, another trick that makes a difference in my opinion is using lukewarm water. That also helps making the roti soft as well. So now I'm gonna switch to my hand, and I'm gonna knead the dough very well. I'm gonna make sure I knead it for a while until it becomes nice and smooth. And that is also another way to help to make a really soft roti. I do this for a few minutes until my dough becomes nice and smooth. And as you can see here, it's very smooth, and that is exactly what you want. So now I'm gonna let my dough rest for at least 20 to 30 minutes. I generally go for 30 minutes. That is gonna help you handle the dough with ease, and I think it actually affects the end result of the roti as well. So now I'm gonna divide the dough into two. I end up with 11 rotis, but I think you can easily turn it into 12 as well if you make them smaller, but really it doesn't matter as long as the roti is nice and soft. That is what really matters. You can make it small or big. It really is up to you. Do whatever makes you happy. Now I'm gonna shape them into balls so that way when I'm rolling them out, it's gonna be nice and even. I really just want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart. A lot of you have subscribed last month, and I really appreciate that. Keep sharing the videos, keep liking, commenting. That really just helps with the algorithm, and the more you like, the more you comment, the more you share, the more we end up making the algorithm happy, and we certainly want to do that. And guys, I don't get perfect circle, so I mean, yani, who cares? Yeah, just do your best. Honestly, like everything else, it's gonna take a lot of practice. Mine aren't the perfect circular shape either, but at the end, they're gonna be delicious, inshallah. I like my roti to be nice and thin, but if you like it a little bit thicker, go ahead and do that. I usually just make mine thin. This is how we enjoy it. I find it very easy to roll out all of my rotis first, and I make sure that they don't stick to each other by adding enough amount of flour and just stacking them up and then start cooking it, because if you try to do both of them at the same time, it can be kind of difficult, especially if you're a beginner, because once you start cooking it, it goes really fast, and it's just a lot easier to have all of them rolled out first and then start the cooking. So another tip that is also important is to make sure that you have the right temperature. So there's actually two ways you can cook roti, and one is with open flame and another way is what I'm doing using a flat skillet like this one. But the important thing is to make sure that your temperature, your skillet is not overly hot. I have my stove on medium heat, but I do go back and forth depending on what's happening. So you want to be able to control it. For the most part, I use medium heat, but you know, every once in a while I might go between medium, low. So, but you don't want it very low. That is actually going to affect how your roti turns out. If you have it really low, you're going to end up with not soft rotis. Every once in a while, I will grab a paper towel and just get rid of any excess flour and just kind of clean up the skillet before I continue. By the way, I'm gonna list all the ingredient amounts in the description box, so do check it out. So as soon as you take the roti off the heat, you want to put it inside a dish that you can cover. Just line your dish with a kitchen towel or a napkin, and once you take it off the heat, cover it right away because air is gonna make your roti hard as well. We're gonna have ours with dal, and I'm gonna top it with a little bit of ghee. And honestly, this is our favorite way to eat lentils. It's just so nice. I love it. You can have it with anything you like, any kind of gravy, curries. You can even use it as a wrap. So there's many options, and that is why I love making roti. And honestly, anytime I make roti or any type of flatbread, my family gets really excited about it. I mean, who doesn't love a good roti or any type of flatbread, right? So there you have it, guys. I hope you learned some tips to help you with making rotis. If you haven't made it before, I hope you find this video and this recipe easy to follow. If you made it before and it just hasn't turned out nice and soft, I hope some of the tips and tricks that I shared today helps you out. Let me know if you have any recipe requests that you guys would like me to do. I always want to say thank you to all of you who have subscribed, and if you haven't subscribed already, well then what are you waiting for? Thank you so much for watching. Inshallah, I'll talk to you later.